Yeah, buddy, Malibu Dan the Family Man. We're back. That's right. The Pure Boys are here again to talk about what is the only TV show I watch besides The Simpsons, Malibu Dan and the Family Man. Nope, that's not the title. Get the and the out of there.
What'd you say, Malibu Fan, the Danley Man?
I said Malibu Dan and Family Guy. Those are the only shows I watch.
You biffed her.
I biffed her hard. Ugh. Well, that's okay. We can move past that because we're talking about episode 2. Karl is dead. A classic.
It's Fred, I think.
No, it's Karl. That's what the episode's called.
Fred is dead.
No, that's just what it says on the whiteboard. Karl is dead is the name of the episode. Don't play games with me. I'll go to Pure Flix right now and look it up. Talk amongst yourself for a second.
Who's Karl?
Karl is the old prick who Karl's the dead guy.
I'm pretty sure it's Fred.
No, it's not. They wrote Fred. Oh my God. You're fired, pal. You're fired from this show.
You're freaking done, bud.
Take your notes properly, bud. Episode 2.
Notes.
Karl is dead. Karl. Karl is dead. Don't ever question me on this show.
Hey, man. Controversy sells.
That's
we
true.
Are, controversy.
We are controversy embodied.
I just got to bring up how great that intro is still.
Thanks.
I have listened to it maybe 20 times in the past couple of days. I can't get enough of it. It's in my soul forever.
That song works with a lot of stuff too. I've been singing it. I've been changing the lyrics so it's just the lyrics to Copperhead Road, and that works just as well too.
It flows. It flows very well. I can see why they called it Malibu Fan, the Danley Man.
Exactly. Never come back from Copperhead Road. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's classic. It works with every road song.
It's just that melody that flows.
Exactly.
Flows like butter.
Flows like the waves crashing onto the beaches of Malibu.
Oh, way to bring it back.
Yay. This was episode 2. And that's all I have to say about it.
Fred's dead.
Karl is dead. In your defense, they do write Fred is dead on the whiteboard, and I don't know if that's like a production error or if that's just like, these people don't even care who's dead. They don't even know or care.
I have it on my TV right in front of me, and you're right. It's K as in Karl is dead.
Yeah, not Karl as in Karl Carlson from The Simpsons, the other TV show I watch. Karl as in Karl is dead.
Well, I'm glad we didn't take 5 minutes to explain that.
Malibu Dan. All right. So this tight 30. We're getting it in a tight 30 here. I just want to say, Pure Flix, David A.R. White, if you're listening to this, we love Malibu Dan the Family Man. We love it. I will gladly shill for you for this show. Throw money at us and we will give you anything you want for this show. So just putting that out there right now, right up at the top. So our intentions are clear and pure, just like our boys.
Yeah, if you want to give us the scripts for season 3, we will definitely throw a punch up your way.
We'll just write them straight up. Your idea last week was great. Let's just write those scripts. Yeah. We could.
You don't need to pay us 1 cent either. I'll just do it for the heart of the show.
Yeah, fire Tommy Blaze. Hire Zachariah Ty Bryan, Jonathan Taylor. Except hire us by our real names, not our fake podcast names.
And David A.R. White would have the power to do so because he is the co-founder of Pure Flix. Co-founder.
Is that true?
That is 100% true.
Oh,
and
my
I was
dude.
holding it in my pocket to tell you on this podcast. He is the man.
Yeah. He is the man. He is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit of Pure Flix, and I love him for it. You are the man, David A.R. White. We'll let that hang.
Thank you for giving us this gift of Pure Flix.
Thank you. I should also mention that we didn't call our show Pure Boys because we watch everything on Pure Flix. That's that's just a coincidence. We needed a perfect holy name, and Pure Boys is what we came up with. The fact that this service is called Pure Flix is just perfect. That's just synergy.
Yeah, it's purely a coinky dink.
Hey, we're doing a tight 30, so let's get into Malibu Dan, the family. Malibu Dan, the family man. Episode 2, Karl is dead. Hey, let's get into it. Episode opens. Dan's hot MILF wife is already, we're not going to get that sponsorship. Dan's hot MILF wife is fixing some stuff in the kitchen when Dan comes home. I found out today.
Early.
Her name is Kate. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Hot
Kate,
MILF.
don't make me masturbate.
Oh, all right. Come on. I'm going to have to bleep that out. I'll tell you who won't like that. David A.R. White, the co-founder of Pure Flix. He's not going to stand for that kind of talk. He didn't even say God in the bloopers. He said, oh my gosh. So.
So she starts off by telling him that he's come home early and big laugh track right after that.
I mean.
Not really a joke.
I think that every line in the script just says laughter. Like after every single line, in brackets, it just says insert laughter because I don't think there's a single line that doesn't have laughter after it. Laughter after. That's good.
I think it's like every second line type situation because he says something to her and there's no laugh track, which I was very confused by. And then, yeah.
He's very rattled though because she's wearing his tool belt and swinging tools around like a madman.
Yeah, what the blip is this? You can't be having your wife fixing things with your tool belt and your tools.
Oh my God. You might as well just hand in your man card right now.
And he has one.
Oh yeah, of course he does. Him and Bartley. Who's his friend?
Marty.
Marty. Bartley. That's what his friend's name is. He tells her like, hey, you don't use my tools. What are you doing? This is a man's world and it ain't no thing without a woman or whatever he says. And then she does this great move where she spins his hammer and goes, woo! And that was my first laugh of the episode. Genuinely.
Yeah, she's a real Wild Wild West mother lover.
She's crushing it in the kitchen. She installed a new light, she fixed a drawer, and she fixed the faucet. All things Malibu Dan the family man was supposed to do, but has been neglecting to do because he's too busy golfing with Marty. That's not a euphemism.
Yeah, and instead of being like, oh, this is great, so I can golf more, he's feeling very insecure about it.
Right? Well, a man's tool belt is a part of how he is at his core, who he is at his core.
I love when he picks up the brush and looks at it like it's a foreign object. It's a brush, dude. Put it down. It's like the most thing that makes sense on that table.
Yeah, like everything she's holding like a crazy looking power drill. She's got like a ice pick or something. I don't know something to punch holes in leather, I guess. Like for some reason he has all of his tools, which fair enough. I have a tool kit. I'm a man. But he also has like a leather working kit apparently, so she can like punch holes in his tool belt, which I'd be like, don't do that. Don't wreck my tool belt. Come on. That's annoying. We'll get you your own pink tool belt. That's fine. That should have been his solution. Let's get you a pink tool belt. We'll get you some plastic tools so you can pretend like you're helping and everything is great.
I see more of a white tool belt around her waist.
I mean, I see my arms around her waist. I'll tell you that much.
Ooh.
In a warm embrace, you know what I'm saying? Gotta say, as always, she's looking, she's a real cutie pie in those overalls. I'm a sucker for overalls, so she's looking good.
Yeah, and then she takes off the tool belt and this walks off set.
Yeah.
Toward nobody.
Straight off set. Well, we do see that their house, the inside of we'll get to this later, but the inside of their house is insane. It doesn't make any sense. I don't like, especially when you see establishing shots of the outside of the house and then see the inside of the house. I don't know how it all fits together. It's like it's a weird thing that doesn't work in my mind. But they also have a Ninja blender, which I have, which is pretty exciting. So it was like nice. It was like, oh, that's like me. That's like me. I got a Ninja blender. I don't use it.
I got that other one that's crappier. The smaller one.
Yeah, who cares? Ninja Blender, get out of here.
all right. This is a whole Fred Karl situation again.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Sells.
I don't like that. I don't like that we're getting at each other's throats.
I do.
Okay,
all
right. Frick you, frick me, buddy. How's that sound?
Frick me?
Yeah.
Frick
you, buddy. So the theme song starts playing, and I immediately start clapping along, like aggressively, just clapping. And my wife comes into the room.
I think that should be our outro. That's a good outro.
Just us clapping. I love it. Yeah. So I'm clapping along. My wife comes in. She goes, "Are you okay?"
This is pretty much what happened to me last time I was watching at the end credits when I was clapping. Our wives think we're going crazy, and we are. We for sure
are. We're filled with the Holy Spirit. We're at 11 minutes. We just
conference room.
Okay, this is going to be the easiest storyline to sum up because this B plot is a zilch. This B plot is inconsequential. It doesn't. It doesn't tie into the A plot at all. And if you're fine with it, I'll sum the B plot up in one sentence.
Go for it. The
team at Wake Up Malibu finds I can't do it in one sentence. The team.
Well, let's do a hot 5 minutes on it, and then we'll just move on from it.
All right. Okay. So the team at Wake Up Malibu, they see like, oh, we got this like giant water jug full of coins that we've been collecting for Karl's emergency surgery. And then some friggin' accountant dweebus comes in and is like, and they're like, "Hey, Karl, what happened to Karl in accounting? When's he getting that surgery?" And the guy's like, "Karl's dead. The name of this episode, Karl is dead."
Yeah, figure skating accident. Tried to do a double axle or some stuff and then died, I guess.
He tried to do a
Slit
double
his throat.
Yeah. He tried to do a double axle, but instead he broke his neck. That's horrific. Everyone,
I don't know why I find that so hilarious, but it is. It's funny to me.
Everyone just kind of goes, shucks, huh? He was figure skating.
Let's get some money.
Presumably figure skating with his family, and he broke his neck in front of his daughter. Who cares?
Gruesome.
Ooh, bury him in a closed casket. That neck is backwards now.
And then they have this stupid bet over like counting the money in the jug, and whoever counts the money closest wins all of the money. Like, why not just split all the money and you're done?
Yeah, like they're like, oh, there could be. They eventually reveal that there's over 10,000. No, that there was like $8,000.
8,400.
Yeah, everyone could have got a cool $2,100 out of that. No one had to be greedy. They could have all got $2,100, given $1,300 to their local churches, and then everyone would have gone home happy, gone to heaven happy.
Yeah, and they asked Siri before they start counting of how much money could fit in a 5-gallon jug, and Siri tells them $8,000, and they all guess widely different, widely away from $8,000.
Also, Siri, you're wrong. What if someone fills that jug with $100 bills? How could you even possibly guess how much it depending on the amount of currency, no more than $8,000. Well, that's ridiculous. And then later on, they contradict that by saying, she said if there's silver dollars in there, it's over $10,000. It's like, well, we didn't see that part. We didn't hear that line.
No, they get that completely wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. My last thing to say about this whole B plot is that Arlen's a freaking tool. He is a scummy dude.
Arlen is the guy with bad hair. We talked about him in the last episode. We didn't catch his name. His name is Arlen, and he's got terrible hair, and he's a scummy dude from the looks of it.
He's like the producer of the show.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Then what's the other guy? Reggie.
Reggie's the Shawshank guy. He's the one that can get you things.
The butt dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the fluffer.
He pulled a whole surfboard out of his butt in this episode. It was wild. Ooh.
That's some serious comedy.
Some serious humor. Serious boomer humor. So we got to make a shirt that says Boomer Humor on it. I think that's got to be. I mentioned that to my wife and she laughed, and I went, "All right, that's good enough. That's enough for me. If you laugh at me saying Boomer Humor, I'm happy with that."
Yeah, if you crack that code, you gotta go with it.
Yeah. I have a quick story. In grade 12, I collected pennies and like spare change in a Mountain Dew bottle from all my classmates. I'd go around at lunch every day and I'd go, I'd say, give me your pennies so I can buy a PlayStation 2. That was the whole point of it. I was going to buy a PlayStation 2 with pennies. And so I got like $100 from people over like the, I don't know, 12 months that I did it. No, it was like 2 weeks or something like that. And I got change from everyone. And I got $100 worth of change. And I didn't buy a PS2 because they were more than $100. Instead, I sat on that money for about a year and then I bought drugs with it. And so totally worth it in the end.
Yeah, scamming. Worked out perfectly
Not
for
a scam. The best part was I was president of the SRC and everyone was like, are you buying that PlayStation 2 to put in like the SRC room so everyone can like play video games? And I went, nope, I'm buying it for myself. And people went, all right, we'll give you our money anyway. That's fine.
Man, Mr. President walking around with a Mountain Dew thing of change.
Yeah, it was a real class act. They wouldn't send me to any. They sent the vice presidents to all the like important stuff, and I just did nothing. And they gave me zero responsibilities.
Like all those conferences that they have to go to.
They did have to go to a lot of conferences, and they wouldn't send me to any of them. They would only send our responsible vice presidents. My only
how
yeah
no, I had nothing.
Oh, my only act as president was the first day that like I was the first SRC meeting. I said the SRC is the Student Representative Council. If people don't know, but the first meeting I went, I want to be the mascot. I want to play the mascot at all the events. And people went, but we already have someone who plays it. And I went, yeah, well, I'm the president, so I want to do it. And they went, okay. And so I just got to be I got to be him.
Power.
That was the only time I swung it around, but it was good. It was really fun being the mascot. It was awesome. I just talked to girls all the time. It was great. I didn't do my job. I was bad at that.
So you did do it. Like you kicked that poor human being that was being the mascot then out.
He wasn't getting paid.
It over.
He didn't care.
Maybe that was his life. Maybe you went home, lit a candle, and like tried to curse your ass.
Maybe one time after a football game, an opposing team's mascot tried to fist fight me in a parking lot, and I wasn't wearing my outfit anymore, but he was. So there was just like a giant, there was a giant sun trying to fist fight me because of all the taunting I was doing at the game. It was great.
That was high school. They were probably trying to hit on you, trying to get you in bed.
Maybe. Would have worked. If I was still in my mascot outfit, I would have definitely, laid some pipe. The B plot.
Slamming.
The B plot wraps up at the end. The dumb millennial girl wins. She guesses the closest, and so she's supposed to get the money, but instead, the next day, a guy comes from a charity or an orphanage, and Malibu Dan gives him all the money and is like, here's all the money. This is what you wanted. And the guy goes, thanks. And then everyone laughs at the millennial girl. That's the end of the B plot. Totally inconsequential. Not a good B plot. Thumbs down for that B plot. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
sorry, David.
It was probably super cheap to film. They only had to be in that conference room the whole time. They minimized the green screen this way.
There was like no green screen.
None.
It was all practical sets. I didn't see any, except in like the opening credits when there's some shots that are very ugly green screen. Like you could see like artifacting around people and stuff. It's very distracting, but it's great. I love it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So the A plot, the only plot that we really need to focus on is Malibu Dan the family man is feeling emasculated as frick because his wife is doing all of his housework, all of his chores that and we should establish this, he is not doing his chores. He's not fixing the things. He's not doing any of the stuff that she's doing, but he's supposed to be. And that makes him like, oh, am I even a man anymore?
Yeah, there is a long list of things that he should be doing and has said he was going to do for a long period of time. And Kate is just chopping him off the list.
She's taking a master class in home repair, which is actually like a really good idea. And like,
Yeah.
if that exists, I should probably take that. That seems like a smart call.
Yeah, I'm nay good at tools at all, so I should definitely do that.
Yeah, man, let's take it together. Hey, if Pure Flix wants to pay for us to take a master class on how to do home repair and then build the set of Malibu Down the Family Man for season 3, we'd be more than happy to do that as long as we get a walk-on role in an episode. That's all we're asking.
Yeah, we will be your Bob Vilas.
Oh, man. As soon as he said that, I was like, oh, the writer of this show is like 55 years old.
Yeah, it's Bob Vila.
It is. Wait, who is the writer again? Doesn't he have like... I know I said Tommy Blaze is his name. Tommy Blaze, is that a real person's name?
It's not a real person's name. Not by a long shot.
It's a nom de plume. So the other bit of the A-plot is that Malibu Down the Family Man's friend, Marty, is the guy who he's supposed to be going golfing with, is just giving him bad advice the whole time and being like, she's trying to challenge your role as alpha male in the house. When it's like, I don't think she just wants to get these jobs done and you're not doing them.
Yeah, she is challenging your authority as an alpha male.
Yeah. You know what the lions do on the savannah? You know what they do, Jonathan? The lionesses, they team up and they subvert the male lion's authority. And then the male lion has to either step up and beat them up or get cast off to die on the savannah. But I don't understand how a lion even expresses leadership or anything like it. It doesn't make any sense to me. How does a lion show leadership? What are the qualities you're looking for in a leader in a lion? I don't know.
Probably kill them bears. You know, the bears on the Serengeti?
Mm-hmm. The lion's number one predator. It's like their rival.
Yeah, they're supposed to be going golfing, but Dan really wants to sit down and chat. But just go to your golf game. Talk about this while you're golfing.
Yeah, talk about it on the drive. You probably have a solid 40 minutes before you have to go to you got time to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, you got a big red truck to definitely confirm your masculinity.
Yeah, darn right. Marty says, what are we doing right now? We're sitting around talking about relationships, boo. Not golfing like women. Marty, you're a freak. You're caveman, bud. You're freaking caveman.
Yeah, Marty's just there to say a bunch of nonsense and hyperbole to get a bunch of laughs. His lines are just ridiculous and reinforcing terrible things, which is his job in this script.
He's a bad friend, though. I don't like Marty in episode 2. I'm going to go on the record and say this. I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more of Marty, and I hope he straightens up and flies right, because it's going to be a rough go if this is the kind of friend that Malibu Dan, the family man, is hanging out with. Aim higher, man. You are the summation of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Don't make this guy one of them.
Guess what, Marty? I am dubbing you Farty Marty.
Nice. Good stuff. Farty Marty. In your face, bud.
You are a farty friend.
That's right. There's a great shot where they show a low angle shot looking up at Malibu Down the Family Man in his house, and you can clearly see the top of the set behind him, which I thought was very funny and distracting.
Yeah, when they're leaving, you at the top of the stairs, you can just see set.
Mm-hmm. It's great.
It was beautiful. And just hire us and fill our faces with set pieces when that comes up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just put us over that sort of thing.
Hire us and we'll sit up at the top of the set in case you get any leaks up there. Then we're both up there.
Yeah, we'll be praying. We'll do whatever you want to do. We'll surf. It's Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what goes on down there.
What else here? There's another... Oh, yeah. The front door of their living room does not match the front door of their house in the establishing shots at all. And it's not even close. Like, it's just a different thing entirely. In the establishing shots, they have one front door. In the internal shots, they have two front doors that have like stained glass in them, but it isn't stained glass. It's literally just fabric. You see when he shuts the door, it wavers like it's made out of fabric. It's very distracting. I hate to harp on the set here because I get that it's not like a high budget show. They're probably making them quick and on the cheap. But it's stuff like that bugs me. I'm a details man, and I pick that stuff out and I go, well, that's what I'm focusing on. We got 5 minutes left.
We understand your woes. Money is tight, and you're just trying to put out content. You're trying to make people laugh and love the Lord, and we applaud you for that fully. But that door is flimsy as piss.
It is.
And
it's particle
really
board.
distracting. Yeah.
Spring for a real door. Just buy a door. You can buy doors. You don't have to make them. You can just buy a door. That's good enough.
Yeah. You can just buy a door.
Buy door. I got another big laugh. This is the biggest laugh I've had watching Malibu Down the Family Man so far. When Kate, the hot MILF, comes home, Malibu Down the Family Man's making supper. He's like stirring something in a bowl. Well, he's stirring nothing in a bowl.
Nothing in the bowl.
Absolutely. You can hear it like tinkling around. You can hear the like whisk hitting the sides of the metal bowl.
And then he puts carrots in there, and there's obviously nothing hitting those carrots.
But
it's such a weird detail to focus on.
I know. But that's the stuff that I see. That's the stuff, like, why not focus on that? He's wearing a very frilly apron, though. And so his wife comes home and she goes, what are you doing, Dan? And he goes, just trying to assert my manhood. And she says, well, you probably should have picked a different apron. And I belly laughed at that. That made me laugh very hard.
Is he sticking out his stomach or something? He looks very weird in that apron. Like, his posture is off.
Yeah, he looks like he's wearing the fat suit that we're gonna see in Fat Chance coming up here. The
you
lumpy.
Almost said it, didn't you?
Yeah, I almost did. We can't say that on this one. This is the one that's going to get us a sponsorship. We can't cuss. No cussing on this one.
Yeah, I already let it slip at the beginning, which you're going to have to bleep.
I won't. I don't care.
Don't bleep it.
The show keeps doing this thing where they, you know how it's like when two people are talking, they'll show one person, then they'll cut to the other person like reacting and then saying their line. They do that, but they cut too soon to the reaction shot. So like, one person will deliver their full line, then they'll cut to the other person, but the person who is just speaking is just silently moving their mouth, like still talking, still like they had to mute their line because it's a different take or something like that. I hate to nitpick. I'm sorry, David. I hate to nitpick, but this is who I am. I'm a nitpicker.
I didn't clock that, but like I've noticed theme throughout these Pure Flix entertainments is that the editing is just weird and lazy at times. That is what we should be doing for Pure Flix, is editing.
I don't want to do that, but if you want to be the editor, go for it. I want to be on-camera talent. I want to be front and center. I want to be Malibu Dan's long-lost son, Zachariah Ty Bryant. You can use that name. It's not a real name. You can use it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's great. And it runs along with the other names that you use.
Exactly.
Mr. Wallet's first name is Bam. It's Bam Wallet.
Is that real?
I think so.
Bam.
I mean, I was off about Fred or Karl or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's Bam Wallets.
It's me, Bam Wallets. That's a cool name. Now that I've heard the full name, I go, yeah, all right, I like the name Bam Wallets. That's good.
Well, if you say anything as cool as that,
That's
definitely
true.
is awesome.
We got 90 seconds left. This show is boomer humor to the max. Marty and his wife schedule their arguments about who's putting the toilet seat up or down. Fine. Big laughs from the fake audience for that.
I pee sitting down. I don't relate.
Right? I pee sitting down too. It's the way to pee. Why would anyone stand up and pee and get pee everywhere? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's comfy.
Jesus probably peed on his feet. Like, not intentionally, but I'm saying, like, when he peed into the desert, it's probably splashed onto his feet a little bit, right? It had to have.
They had so many things to worry about. Pee on their feet was, like, the least of their problems.
Well, but he was worried about it, though. That's why he got all those prostitutes and his friends to clean his feet all the time. That's why he was always like, bathe my feet, please. And they were like, They stink like pee. You stepped in donkey dew, and he was like, wash them. Wash them or go to hell. How's that sound? Those are your options, bud. Late night recordings.
It's beautiful. So Marty and Dan are talking about how he can assert his manliness, and he tells them stupid things like build a helipad and a tennis court.
You got to be more manly.
Dumb stuff.
Bad advice. Instead, what they settle on is installing a soap dispenser in the kitchen. Oh boy, we're at 30 minutes. All right, go ahead, take it away. Sum up the last scene.
All right, so he decides to install a soap dispenser in the sink. Big job, plumbing, construction, bada boom, bada bing.
Yeah.
And then cut to next scene, sinks all over the living room. They bungled the job.
Oh.
And then there's a bunch of tissue paper all over the place.
That's weird, yeah.
Yeah, toilet paper maybe. I don't know how that got involved. And the carburetor's out. Things are an absolute mess.
Mm-hmm.
Marty is sweating buckets. Not because he helped at all, but because he's a large man and a bunch of lights.
Wearing a hat indoors like an insane person.
Yeah. And then there's a ruh-roh moment where Kate comes home and, what the F is this, Dan?
Yeah, what the frick, Dan? Also, how good am I looking in this dress? Very good. That skirt is very becoming on you, Kate.
Very delish. Is that weird? Is that saying a dress is delish?
For the woman who's going to play our TV mom? Yeah, that is. I mean, that's fine. We've been lusting after
TV mom.
Yeah, she's going to play our TV mom. We're going to play teenagers. Even though I'm 33, we're going to play teenagers. Kate is going to play our TV mom. We're going to be in season 3 of Malibu Down the Family Man. I'm calling our shot right now.
I mean, it only stands to reason that Zachary Ty Bryant and Jonathan Taylor would be kids in a sitcom about God.
It makes sense.
It just makes sense. So, Dan breaks down.
Yep.
He says, I'm not a man. I want to please your father, but I can't because I don't have a big enough tool belt.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And she says, just please me.
Oh my
bada
God.
Boom, bada bing.
Wait,
they make up.
That line is great though when she goes, it's not your job to please him. And Dan goes, well, that's good. And she says, it's your job to please me. And I went, oh boing. And he went, that's scary. And I went, Dan, frick your wife, dude. What are you doing? She's giving you the all clear, the green light. Go for it.
Yeah, this is the end, so we don't have to talk about anything after this. But yeah, he gets scared about having to please his wife.
Yeah, we're going to talk about one more thing real quick, though. I'm going to do a quick rewrite on this scene. There is a line that they missed out on. They left money on the table with this. Marty says to Dan, Malibu Down the Family Man, I got your back, bros for life. Whatever happens with your wife, I'm there for you. And so she's giving him, Dan's freaking out, he's bugging out. And Marty does not have his back. And Dan goes, Malibu Down the Family Man goes, Marty, what about bros till the end? And Marty doesn't say anything, but what he should have said was, well, this looks like the end. And that would have been perfect boomer humor to end the show on. But
yeah, a great tight ending.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait for Marty's wife to come into the mix later on. That'll be a fun twist.
She's going to kick in the door in an episode and go, did you leave the toilet seat up? He's going to go, woman?
Yeah, they do. They are a fan of callbacks because there is a callback about the grandma leaving the channel on Dan the Family Man show.
That's right. That is a good callback. I like that.
It's not bad.
It's pretty good. All in all, I'd give this show... whatever, we don't rate it. It's great. Malibu Down the Family Man, 2 thumbs up every episode. 2 thumbs up, way up. 2 fingers making
knock knees.
Yeah, 2 fingers making a crucifix, way up. 2 hands with stigmata in them, way up. Whatever.
We love what you're doing.
Yeah, I love you.
Keep doing it. I love you.
We love you. Malibu Down.
Love it.